welcome to the virtual English class. How are you today? I hope you are doing very well. Today we are doing a lesson on a reading text from your grade 6 English book. I'm here to help you to read that text on your unit 7. Okay, now please get ready with your book and paper and pencil as well, so you can take notes while we practice reading. All right, students, are you ready? We have a topic that is about a game. Okay, that is the most popular game. Do you know some games that you like and others like? Yes, there are so many games. You like volleyball, you like football, you like cricket. Some games you like playing and some games you also love watching, right? So let's find out the topic by looking at the picture on your screen. Yes, that will give you a clue about the topic of today's lesson. Here are two pictures. Can you see them? What are these? These are about a game. Do you know that game? Yes, most of you enjoy watching this game. This is a picture of a football, and this is a cup. And we know it as the World Cup, right? Yes, you have watched this game a lot in the previous years. Okay, we are talking about FIFA World Cup. It is also known as World Cup as well as FIFA World Cup. And FIFA means Federation International de Football Association, or FIFA. All right, students, we are going to talk about football game. It is your favorite game, and it is most people, liked by most people. So it is very important to know. All right, students, are you ready? Please open your book on, Unit 7, and let's have a look at some questions here and the pictures as well. I'll ask you questions. Please, can you answer these questions? Who are these people you see here? Are these people students? Are these people teachers? Are these people farmers? What do you think? How do you name them? Yes, they are a football team, or you can also say football players, right? And can you tell me, can you answer, what are they holding up? What are they carrying on their hands? Yes, you are definitely right. It is a World Cup. It is the World Cup, right? What is the cup? What is the World Cup? Do you know? You would like to have a cup for taking tea. It is similar, but it is not that cup which we take or drink coffee or tea. It is a prize in the shape of a cup, or it is a trophy. We know that as a trophy, and also award and prize. Did you know that, students? Yes. Okay. So they are holding the World Cup, or you can say prize or trophy, right? Yes. Now let's find out, what do you know about FIFA World Cup? You have watched FIFA World Cup in the previous years. When was it? Do you know how often it is played? And which was the first World Cup, or where was the first World Cup held, and when was it held? Do you know about that? Do you know about the first winner team in the World Cup? We will find out later if you don't know. And who is the current winner? Where was it held last time? And which is the greatest team? Do you know that? I'll help you if you don't know. I'm sure that most of you know more about this game, because it is mostly loved by all people like you and all grown-ups as well. And host countries means the countries which organize the or have the place areas for playing FIFA World Cup. And who are these countries? Which are these countries? All right, so I'll give you such information here first before we begin our text. All right, students? Here is the information. Uruguay was the first country to win or to be the champion in the World Cup. It was held in 1930. Did you know that? Yes, you certainly did, right? So Uruguay was the first country, champion team, and the World Cup was first held in Uruguay in 1930. Okay, students, now let's find out more information about FIFA World Cup winners from 1930 to 2018. Yes, Brazil has won 5 times, Germany 4 times, Italy 4 times, Argentina 2 times, twice, France twice, Uruguay twice, England once, and Spain once. So we have such facts about World Cup. What other facts do you know? Yes, World Cup is the most prestigious association of football tournament in the world. Prestigious here means liked, respected, or given importance by many people. Okay, so this is the most prestigious, means most of the people from around the world love to watch it and love to play it. So it is the most prestigious game or tournament. And till now, 17 countries have hosted the World Cup so far. It is awarded every 4 years since 1930, except in 1942 and 46. During 1942 and 46, there was Second World War, so there was no World Cup. Okay, so since 1930, the World Cup is organized, awarded every 4 years. After 4 years, it comes. So when was the last World Cup? Do you remember? Yes, it was in 2018. So when will the next World Cup be held? After 18, there you have to add 4 years. So then it becomes 2022. It will be held in Qatar. Okay? So this is for your information. So the current champion is France. Last time in 2018, France won the World Cup, and it was their second title as the champion in the tournament that was held in Russia. Okay, students, the next tournament will be in 2022, and again there will be after 4 years, that means 2026, and will be jointly hosted by Canada, United States, and Mexico. Okay, these are the information. Now we have a text about the World Cup. The title of the today's lesson is the World Cup. Are you ready to read, students? Be prepared, students. Now we have such more information from your book. Please open your book and get ready to answer these questions. The questions are: name the 2 Asian countries where the World Cup was held. You have to name 2 countries which have hosted the World Cup. So Asian countries means the countries around us, like Japan, China, Korea, India, Nepal. These are Asian countries, and there are 2 countries which have hosted the World Cup. So we have to find out. Another question is, where was the first World Cup held? Which area, which place, which country was that place where the World Cup was held first? We have already given the clue. We will find out in our text as well. Okay, students? Now we have another question. The question is, Which country won the World Cup in the year 2010? We will find out this information as well from the text. Now get ready for reading the text aloud with me. Okay, students? Please, you can read it aloud along with me. The question you have to look for, the answer you have to look for is from the question, name the 2 Asian countries where the World Cup was held. Okay, let me read it aloud. Football is the most popular game in the world. The most important football competition is the World Cup. The World Cup is held every 4 years. In 2002, it was held in Asia for the first time. It was held in the 2 Asian countries, South Korea and Japan. Okay, students, what was the question? To find out the 2 countries from Asia where the World Cup was held. Do you find here? Yes, the answer is South Korea and Japan. You are absolutely right. Now let's have a look at the next paragraph about the World Cup. Let me read, and you have to look for the answer. Where was the first World Cup held and which country won the World Cup in the year 2010? If you can find, you can answer. In 1994, football was a part of Olympic Games. But because football was so popular, a new competition had to be held. The very first World Cup was held in Uruguay in 1930. There were just 13 teams and 16 matches. An average of 24,000 fans was each match. The World Cup was held in the USA in 1994. About 1.5 billion people around the world watched the final match on television. So you have to look for the answer. Can you answer these questions? Where was the first World Cup held? Can you see the answer? Where means you have to look for the country. Which is the country? Yes, Uruguay. Here is the country's name. Uruguay is the first country to host the World Cup. And we don't know which country won the World Cup in the year 2010 yet from the text. So I have the question mark here. We will look for the answer in the next paragraph. All right, students, let's see the next paragraph here. Winning the World Cup is the highest achievement in football. But in the history of the World Cup, a few teams have won more often than others. Some teams have won more often than the others. The World Cup was won by Uruguay. The first World Cup was won by Uruguay, and they won it again in 1950. Argentina won twice, in 1978 and 1986. West Germany won in 1954, 1974, and 1990. Italy won in 1934, in 1938, and in 1982 and 2006. Spain won it in 2010, but the greatest World Cup team is Brazil. Brazil has won 5 times. They won it in 1958 and 1962, 1970, 1994, and in 2002. These are the information. So here we have where was the first World Cup held. That was again the same answer, Uruguay. And which country won the World Cup in the year 2010? Can you find out the date 2010 here? Where is the 2010? Can you find 96, 2010? Yes, here is the answer. So which country here? Spain. Spain is the country which won the World Cup in the year 2010. Okay, students, so we have got answers of the previous questions. Now we will look for more in detail about the some new words. Like you can see here, the number of a number of new words in our text, like Olympic Games, popular, won, average, fans, achievement, competition. These are the new words that we find here. Let's look at these words in the text. Here, let's first try to pronounce this together. Competition, popular, Olympic Games, achievement, fans, average. Can you say it again with me, students? Yes, competition, popular, Olympic Games, achievement, fans, average. Okay, you can try yourself. Now next, let's see the text again in detail to find out more information and the meaning of these words. Here, let's see here. Football is the most popular game in the world. What is the meaning of popular? The meaning of the word popular is liked by many people, or liked by number of people, or all. Popular means the game or the things which is preferred, which is watched, which is played by many people. So that becomes popular when many people like it. Okay? So another one is the most important football competition is the World Cup. What is the meaning of competition? Do you have different competition in your school? Yes. What are those competitions? Yes, drawing competitions, speech competitions, and singing competitions, dancing competitions, and so on. So what is the meaning of competition? Yes, competition means finding out the best one from an event or an occasion. That there is an occasion or event from where we select best team or best person. Okay, so that is the competition. The World Cup is held every 4 years. So as we already said, how often we play or there is the World Cup, it is played or held in every 4 years of times. For example, let's see, if there is a World Cup in 2002, then there will be another World Cup in 2006, and then there will be in 2010, 14, and 18, and 22. Likewise, in every 4 years, there will be World Cup held. Okay, so in 2002, it was held in Asia for the first time. In Asia, there were no other previous World Cup games in these countries. So it was the first time in 2002. It was held in the two Asian countries. They were South Korea and Japan. Okay, students, now let's have a look at other new words and information here. In 1994, football was a part of the Olympic Games. Do you know Olympic Games? Yes, Olympic Games are also similar tournament or event when there are so many other games are included, but World Cup is only football. So before World Cup came, football was a part of Olympic Games. Olympic Games has different games like swimming, gymnastic, fighting, or boxing, and so on, so many games. And there was football as well previously, but football has been now separated, and it is as the World Cup. Why was it separated? Because football was so popular. Football was liked by so many people, so many audience, and they had to separate it and had to have a new competition as the World Cup. The very first World Cup was held in Uruguay in 1930. In the beginning, the first World Cup was held in Uruguay. It was in 1930. There were just 13 teams. In the games, there were only 13 teams. Okay, students? And only 16 matches. An average of 24,000 fans watched each match. Here, we have new words: Olympic Games, popular, competition, Uruguay, and average. Average means around the middle of something. So average 24,000 fans watched each match means there was more or less between the number of 24,000 fans. Do you know who are fans? Fans are the people who admire or who enjoy watching the football match. So they were a huge number. There were a huge number of fans for watching the football match. About the World Cup was held in the USA in 1994. About 1.5 billion people around the world watched the final match on television. So it is a huge number. Look at 1.5 billion people around the world watched the final match that was held in the USA in 1994. So you can see how popular was this game. Okay, students, do you know the meanings of average, Olympic Games, and fans? Yes, average means around the middle of the number, something in the middle, and Olympic Games means the games or the occasion where when many games are played. This is played since the ancient Greece time. So there were so many games including football, but now football is played as the World Cup separately. And fans means the people who like to watch the football or other performance. Now let's see other words here and the meaning of the information here. Winning the World Cup is the highest achievement. What is achievement? Achievement means getting success. When you play something, when you have a competition with your friends, when you win, then that is your achievement. So winning the World Cup is the highest achievement in football. But in the history of the World Cup, a few teams have won more often than the others. But it is not easy to win. Some countries have won more frequently than the others. Some have not won it as well. And some of them have won less than the others. Okay? So the first World Cup was won by Uruguay, as we already said, where the World Cup also started. And they won again in 1950. So it means Uruguay won twice, in 1930 and 1950. Argentina won twice, in 1978 and 86. And West Germany won in 1954 and 1974 and 1990. Italy won in 1934, 1938, 1982, and 2006. Spain won it in 2010. But the greatest World Cup team is Brazil. Why? Because Brazil has won 5 times. Winning the World Cup 5 times is really amazing, right? Yes, they won it in 1958, 62, 1970, 1994, and 2002. So you can see that Brazil has got the most highest number of times of winning the World Cup, right? So we can say that Brazil has been the greatest teams ever. Okay, students, now these are the information that we get. Here are the 2 words that we learned from this paragraph: achievement and won. What is the meaning of won? Do you know? Yes, won means the past form of win, and win is to get over or get the success over something. So won means the, the team got the prize. Okay, students? All right. Now we have the words and the meaning here. So we have the exercise ways with words from your textbook. Are you ready to solve the exercise? Please look at exercise 3 from your book, in your book, and let's try to solve the meanings of the words. The words are available on your screen. Can you see here? Achievement, competition, popular, fans, average. Let's find out which means what. Liked by many. Can you answer? Can you find out which one is the answer? Liked by many? Yes, it must be popular, right? An occasion on which a winner is selected. In which occasion? There is the competition, right? Yes, you are correct. Around the middle of, as we have discussed, it is average. Followers and admirers. Fans. The action of completing something successfully means achievement. Let's see the answer. So, liked by many, popular. An occasion on which a winner is selected, competition. Around the middle of means average. And followers or admirers means fans. And getting success on an action is the achievement. Okay, students, now are you clear about these meanings? I'll help you to use these words in your own language here. Okay, the words are that we have learned are popular. These are the words that we learned. Another one is competition. Another word is the average. Another one is fans and achievement. Okay, dear students, can you use these words in your own language? Okay, let me help you. Popular. Okay, singers, you can say it's a person who sings a song. A singer is a popular person. You can say. Okay, singer is a popular person. Or you can say an artist. An artist is a popular person. You can say artist, singer, or actress, actor are popular persons. Okay, competition. I won a beautiful prize in an art competition. Art competition. You can say, you can use competition like this. I won a beautiful prize. Here is the word competition. I won a beautiful prize in an art competition. This is your word. A singer is a popular person. This is your word here. An average. You can say, I got average of 70 marks in each subject. In each subject. So this is your word, average. Fans. Okay, most of you use TikToks now. You can say, I have many Yes, TikTok fans. Okay, fans means your admirers. Achievement. Okay, getting good grade is our great achievement. Okay, you can say when you are studying, you want to get a good grade, right? So this is your great achievement. This is your word. This is how you can use these words in your own language so you can learn these words better. Okay, students, these are the words that we learned in this text. Now let's go to another exercise. This is read and complete. Can you complete this table, the boxes inside this table? Here are the information that you have to fill in here. For example, there is a list of country here: Uruguay, West Germany, Brazil. Another information you have to fill it in is year it won the World Cup, or the years when it won, when they won. You have to fill in here. Do you remember when Uruguay won the World Cup? Yes, it was at first it won in 1930, and second it was in 1950. West Germany, from your text you can see it. They won in 1954, 1974, and 1990. In Brazil won in 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002. All right, students, now let's go to another exercise, that is reading and giving answers. We have given short answers earlier. Now we have another exercise on exercise 5. Here you have to answer these questions. The questions are: how often is the World Cup held? You know it already. When was it held in Asia? Why did a new competition of football had to be held? How many teams took part in the first World Cup? And how many people was the final match of the World Cup that was held in the USA? And why is Brazil said to be the greatest World Cup team? Okay, let me show you the answers. And please have a look at the first paragraph to find out how often is the World Cup held. Can you answer this question? Yes, we have already discussed. Can you see here? Every 4 years. So you can say the World Cup is held every 4 years. Another question is, when was it held in Asia? Can you see the date here? When means the date. So you can see here 2002. You have to say it was held in Asia in 2002. How to answer? I have given some clues here. You have to omit, you have to cut out the when was, and you have to start writing from here, and you have to put was here after it. The it is the subject in the sentence, and you have to put the verb after the subject. Then you have to erase out this question marks, because you are answering. You have to provide here the full stop. Okay. Next question is, why did a new competition of football had to be held? Why was it separated from the Olympic? Let's see here. Because a new competition had to be held because football was so popular. So you have to answer like this. A new competition of football had to be held. You can start writing from this there after did. A new competition of football had to be held, and then use because football was so popular. Another question is, how many teams took part in the first World Cup? Can you answer here? You can find out the answer here in the place of many and write the other part of the question as the answer, like teams took part in the first World Cup, and full stop, you have to find out the times. Okay, many means it is the frequency of the winning, and you have to look for the World Cup, how many teams took part here. You have to look for the teams here. Teams is the word teams is here. Now you have to see here the number of the teams, 13. So you provide here 13, and this is your answer. This is how you can create your answer, by finding out only one information, 13, and then the rest of the part of the question is itself your answer. Okay, another question is, how many people watched the final match of the World Cup that was held in the USA? Here again, you have to place the number of people in the place of many and write the other part of the yes questions for your answer sentence. Here is the number, about 1.5 billion. You have to write here, and the rest of the question can be copied here and provide the full stop. About 1.5 billion people, right? Another question is, why is Brazil said to be the greatest World Cup? Because World Cup, Brazil is taken as the greatest World Cup team. Why? Because Brazil has won 5 times. That is many times than the other. All right, students, now we have got almost all the answers. Now we have summary or the conclusion, what we learned in this lesson today. The World Cup is the most watched football game in the world, and it is awarded every 4 years. You know, after the 4 years, again there is another World Cup, and the current champion is France. Qatar will host the 2022 tournament. Brazil is one of the greatest World Cup team because Brazil has won 5 times till now. And we have learned also some new words like competition, popular, Olympic Games, achievement, fans, and average. All right, students, we have come to the end of this lesson today. I hope you have enjoyed the video lesson. Please keep watching and learn more from more other videos. Thank you so much for today's participation. See you on the next video.